plant manager or an owner dealing with toxic management teams, drama, blame games, departments not cooperating, sabotaging each other, then this video is for you. I'm Brad with Murdoch Manufacturing. I've spent over 10 years in manufacturing. Started on the floor, rose through the supervisor ranks, and then eventually the general manager's position. One of my toughest assignments was taking over a plant with an extremely dysfunctional management team. They were hostile. Constant fighting, no alignment, actively undermining each other simply because of misunderstandings, assumptions, and lack of communication. It was spilling over into departments and, to worse, the other employees. In a few months, it became a cohesive leadership group, driving results. And this is exactly how I fixed it. Let's dive in. Just like in my last video, turning around underperforming shifts, the first thing I did was observe. Individually and collectively, I didn't walk in and start making big, huge changes on day one. I spent the first couple of weeks listening and watching how they interacted. The next step was focusing on the biggest pain point first. In my case, it was the lack of communication and trust causing the sabotage. Next, I got input from each management team. Well, each management leader, I should say. I wanted to do this privately. I did one-on-one meetings with every manager. I asked what's working, what's not, what do you need from the other people in management? I listened, even if I didn't like what I was hearing. I was not defending or arguing at all. I wanted to gain their trust. And it's extremely important while you're doing this and while they're venting and talking to you that you do not cross the line. And there is a line there. You do not want to take sides and you want to be completely neutral. This is extremely important if you plan on gaining their trust. Once I had their trust and their respect, I could start the real changes. Fix number 1, weekly management meetings. When I became the GM of one of our sister plants, I was put in charge of an extremely dysfunctional management team. They didn't have any meetings at all. They each worked in their own separate silo, not communicating to each other for any reason unless they absolutely needed to. I started with a short 30 to 45 minute management meeting, discussing the difficulties of each department, the blockers, planning the upcoming production runs. This forced communication. Everyone talking, finding solutions together instead of blaming each other for no reason. Fix number 2, clear roles and accountability. I mapped out who owns what with clear expectations for their role. There was no overlapping, there was no gaps. I also tied goals into plant-wide KPIs, so success required cooperation. Fix number 3, ground rules for interactions. Look, you're going to be bringing together people who don't like each other and don't communicate well with each other. They may even hate each other. I made simple non-negotiable rules. No interrupting, no blame in group settings, and we focused on facts and solutions, and we assumed good intent. Fix number 4, individual coaching and feedback. This was only necessary if someone had gone too far. A repeated bad behavior that needed direct one-on-one correction. So we had private conversations focused on impact and improvement. When you did X, it caused Y. Here's how we can fix it to move forward. Fix number 5, I involved them in decisions and shared ownership. We had a big capital project coming. I identified a massive bottleneck in our packaging department and we did a big overhaul there. We actually reduced our packaging time in half, and that's great. But instead of me just owning the whole capital project myself, I included them. I let them give input, have a say. We would have meetings about it, and this would force further conversation. This brought them together for a common goal that everyone felt like they owned. These are the fixes. Just consistent, starting with trust and communication. The result is that the drama in the plant dropped. The departments started helping each other again. Alignment improved. outputs and morale went up. I remember the president of the company actually coming by for a visit. He couldn't believe when he saw how much the morale had improved. If your management team is toxic, start these fixes this week. I'm adding a toxic team fix checklist. The link will be in the description. And if your leadership team is sabotaging the results in your plant, drop the word consult in the comments. I'd love to jump on a free 15-minute call, have a discussion on what's going on, and see if I can help. Completely free. So, what's the biggest drama in your management team right now? Drop a comment below. I'll love to see them and I'll reply to all of them. I'm Brad. Thank you so much for watching another video. For more real fixes on the plant floor, please press subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.